Hello there, welcome to this week's episode of Eye on Port. This program is proudly brought to you with the kind sponsorship of the Ghana Revenue Authority, GOIL Company Limited, Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, and the Serene Insurance. Our media partner is the Business and Financial Times. Few days ago, the government of Ghana handed over the Secretariat of the African Continental Free Trade Area to the AU Commission, demonstrating readiness to commence trading in a single African market. This week, we want to understand the role customs will be playing in the continental trade, particularly when it comes to the protocols on trade in goods. But before we bring you what transpired during our live panel discussion, the President of the Republic, Nana AKUFO-ADDO, visited the western and central regions to inspect and commission some fishing ports and landing sites being constructed by the Ministry of Transport and under the supervision of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. Watch this.
The President of the Republic, Nana AKUFO-ADDO, has inspected ongoing works at the site of the AXIM fishing port and landing site and the sea defense wall on Tuesday, 18th August 2020, which was the first day of his working visit to the western region. First inspecting work on the construction of the sea defense wall, which is being undertaken by Markham Plant High Limited, the project coordinator told President AKUFO-ADDO that the entire development is expected to be completed in 4 years. However, construction work is ahead of schedule as the sea defense wall is now 85% complete, with 4.2 kilometers of the 5-kilometer wall completed. President AKUFO-ADDO subsequently inspected progress of work on the construction of the AXIM fishing port and landing sites project, which commenced on 22nd of August 2019. The project coordinator for China Harbour Engineering Company, the construction company undertaking the project, told the president that so far, the project is progressing steadily. He added that reclamation is 30% complete, with the fabrication of concrete blocks for the erection of the quay wall set to be completed in November, while the construction of the underwater quay wall is set to be completed in January 2021.
That's good news. What are we looking at in terms of completion?
The breakwater should be complete probably in November. The building works, which will be starting in September, are likely to be February, March next year. So in terms of what happens in November and December, there will be much more activity than you see at the moment.
That's excellent. That's very encouraging. Excellent news.
Although the entire fishing port and landing site is currently 42.01% complete, the project coordinator assured the president that the AXIM fishing port and landing sites project will be completed as scheduled by September 2021. The Minister for Transport, Kweku added that additional 9 building facilities will be constructed at the site, including an administration building, fish market, nen mending hall, ice making plant, large workshop, fuel depot, daycare, toilet, and a power station.
Apart from the onshore work that you are going to do, compared to doing the ice making blocks and those things, we are constructing a market, a toilet facility, and a road network for the community people.
The President of the Republic, Nana AKUFO-ADDO, on Thursday, 20th August 2020, cut the sword for the commencement of the construction of the ELMINA fishing port and landing site project. According to President AKUFO-ADDO, when the ELMINA fishing port project is completed, it will provide a big boost for the fishing industry in ELMINA, especially as the fishing industry is an important sector of the country's economy. With about 60% of the nation's annual protein derived from fishing, and with fishing employing about 20% of the nation's workforce. The president explained that this is one of the reasons why the government made a decision to continually improve the infrastructure and conditions of the fishing industry to help improve the nation's catch, cut down post-harvest losses, and reduce imports in the medium to long term. The president explained that the ELMINA fishing port rehabilitation project was originally set to be financed by the CDB loan from China, but the government has secured separate funding from Belgium for the construction of the new fishing port. President AKUFO-ADDO appealed to the traditional authorities to help ensure prudent maintenance culture is adopted by management in the use of the fishing port once completed.
All of us must appreciate that the deterioration of infrastructure and other assets of state are an enormous drain on our national resources, and this port should not suffer the fates of other facilities with a poor maintenance culture.
The Minister of Transport, whose ministry is supervising the construction of the fishing ports and landing sites, expressed optimism that the project will improve the lots of the fishing industry, the people of Central Region, and Ghana as a whole.
From AXIM, Discoff, Moray, MUMFORD, Winneba, Senyabeku, Fete, Ukoteshi, Bohuadia, Nyankupon, Afana Nadusua, Oye for port infrastructure development in this country.
Meanwhile, President AKUFO-ADDO ended his inspection of the fishing port and landing sites by visiting MUMFORD, an ancient fishing community on the hilltops of Apam in the Central Region of Ghana. Here, the Minister of Transport recounted that several attempts had previously been made to build a fishing port in the coastal town, but yielded little or no results until intervention of the current government.
Apart from project, again, nobody has no video. The Minister of the say, I didn't know that. I'm not saying no more back when I'm your I'm not saying fish for million. I'm not saying roast. And I'm not market. Me do koto am panyin. Me kwai no say, me do put me tida. The money project now. And also, Obayama community no.
The President of the Republic assured the community of his government's support to growing the development base of the popular ancient coastal town of MUMFORD. He assured the community of additional requests in the area of infrastructure.
The upgrading of the landing site into a full fishing harbor at Thomason Nipa. Bibia ebetumi aye ema de ohwe na bam no ne ka so wo MUMFORD as say ye beye ema wo so no.
The construction company China Harbour Engineering Company assured the President that the project, which is so far 38.57% complete, will be finished on schedule. The President assured the contractors of his outfit's support, including travel protocols, to ensure that all their staff who are required to be present for the efficient execution of the project is provided.
Now to our main subject of understanding the protocols on trade in goods through the eyes of customs when it comes to the African Continental Free Trade Area, we engage Fetchen Akoto, the Chief Revenue Officer of the Customs Technical Services Bureau, and Dr. Joseph Obeng, GUTA President, who in the previous week called for further education on the AFTAC protocol. Please take a listen.
The African Continental Free Trade Area has been instituted by member states within the African Union Commission to enable the creation of a single continental market for goods and services as they move freely within the continent. The President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, on Monday, 17th of August 2020, commissioned and handed over the Secretariat of the AFCFTA to the Africa Union Commission in Accra. Barring any unforeseen circumstances beyond administrative control, the African Continental Free Trade Area is expected to begin full implementation by January 2021. Members of the local trading public and civil society have expressed some level of concern regarding the understanding of the protocols guiding the trade agreement as well as the full advantages it brings to the ordinary citizen. Speaking on Eye on Ports, the President of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, Dr. Joseph Obeng, re-echoed the sentiments of traders and solicited for enhanced sensitization and education on the trade protocols.
I was demanding that we do some education. Otherwise, our expectation, the expectation that we have is so huge, and if care is not taken, we cannot even take off before we start encountering problems.
He called for access to information by economic operators and the trading public in order for them to benefit from the single continental market and urged customs to embark on aggressive training programs that would educate the trading community on practices within the AFCFTA. Dr. Joseph Obeng particularly asked for clarity in the rules of origin guiding the AFCFTA and stated that it is fundamental principle to the success of the Regional Trading Pact. The GUTA president asked for significant incentives, especially with regards to taxes and tariffs, to be given to local manufacturers and businesses as they would be in competition with goods and products from other continents.
We are talking about the cost of this product. Yeah. How are we going to be able to accept this product at a cheaper price? If we will be able to look within, then we are expecting that the FOB prices that we are getting from Europe is what we have to get from Africa, so that when the tariffs is removed, then we have an edge.
The GUTA president called for innovation within the banking system to protect local currency and reduce dependency on Western currencies.
We should devise a very innovative way, a clearing system. The bank should have a clear, innovative way where we will not necessarily depend on the foreign exchange by trading in our local currencies.
Overall, the leader of the Traders Association stated that unless similar issues within the sub-regional body, ECOWAS, are resolved, the efforts for a successful free continental trade may be significantly challenged. Addressing these concerns from customs perspective, a Chief Revenue Officer of the Customs Technical Services Bureau, Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority, Fetchin Akoto, revealed that customs have developed a strategy that would ensure that all impediments to trade are removed. According to him, this is further boosted by the establishment of an online help center dedicated to the AFCFTA, which would address and resolve challenges any trader would face at the borders. He also revealed that a technical group is currently working towards ensuring uniform standards are applied across the continent within the AFCFTA.
Doc mentioned standardization. So there's a group, technical working group, making sure that standards are developed for African countries, so that this country will not say that my goods should have these standards, and another country will also say that my goods have these standards.
The Customs Chief Revenue Officer admitted on the need for an aggressive educational campaign, not only for traders, but for all security agencies relevant to trade across borders. He stated that by January 2021, Customs would have significantly educated the trading public as well as all stakeholders on the dynamics of the AFCFTA.
And like Doc mentioned, there's need for very serious education, where all other security agencies will be aware that if these goods are after goods, they are supposed to go by these rules. And once you see the vehicle, you don't put impediments, barrier or whatever on their way. They should be able to move freely.
The Chief Revenue Officer of the Customs Technical Services Bureau disclosed that African customs are working towards eliminating substantial amount of tariffs upon commencement of the continental single market.
7% of the tariff lines fall under sensitive products. That one will liberalize it, but not immediately. We shall progressively reduce the tariff over a period of 13 years. You understand? That's where the progressive elimination. Yeah. But the 90% immediately we have to remove our tariffs on
from them.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we have the 3%, which is exclusive.
Fetchin Akoto said, to aid information sharing, an IT committee has been set up to facilitate the usage of a common platform for customs services. Product-specific rules, according to the customs official, will be adopted in this new protocol.
That is what I wanted
look,
to.
the product-specific rule, like I started, we have the wholly obtained, we have what we call value of non-originating materials.
Okay.
And then we have a specific processing.
Okay. Yeah.
Basically.
Okay. Because
which will form the core rules under the product-specific rules.
Yeah. On the skepticism expressed towards the accuracy in determining the origin of traded products, Fetching Akoto allayed all fears, saying customs have in place mechanisms to enforce rule of origin.
As customs, we have to know the features of Kenya flowers and the features of flowers from the Netherlands. When you go fishing, you get some species of fish from our waters. We know those that are from our waters and those are from outside our waters. The features and their looks are different.
He also highlighted that, unlike ECOWAS, the AFCFTA has in place a conflict resolution system to take care of issues between trading parties. Additionally, Fetching Akoto also stated that a directorate where goods within the continent can be sourced from is being prepared to make trade convenient for Africans.
Almost every country says, I have this, I have that I can supply to the continent. Okay, so what is it? Let's prepare a directorate of commodities so that we publish it to our trading public. You know where you can get it, the quantity you can get, how much do they produce, where will you get it, how will you get it? Then it will advise our trading public.
Iron Port returns after the break.
Every now and again, GOIL makes good things happen. This time, GOIL has introduced Super XP Ron 95, a higher grade fuel loaded with additives and yet sold at the same price as normal fuel. GOIL Super XP Ron 95 enhances engine performance like never before. It maintains the engine by keeping it clean from carbon deposits. GOIL Super XP Ron 95 is designed to burn slowly and thus improves fuel economy, making you save money after several kilometers. GOIL Super XP Ron 95 gives you a smooth driving experience, that is, less vibrations. Fill up with GOIL Super XP Ron 95. Now there's no need to pay more for any higher grade fuel. GOIL has that sorted. GOIL, good energy.
Electricity, then pay your taxes. Our taxes, our future.
Because you see, without our taxes, we wouldn't have good roads, good schools, better hospitals, street lights, and other very important social amenities. When we pay our taxes, we give our children free and quality education. Talga, my money too small. Why should I pay my tax? Look, small. Salifo, it doesn't matter how small or big your business or income is. You still have to pay your taxes. The little taxes from each and every one of us, when put together, could give your community clean water or that deprived school with tables and chairs. Please pay your taxes. It is your responsibility. It is your civic duty. It is the law.
Oh, how are you?
Hi Yvonne, a few words please. Everyone is talking about the fire at your production house last week. How are you holding up? Has production stalled?
No, not at all. My crew and everyone on my set is perfectly fine because I insure with Serene Insurance. As a matter of fact, I've had all my equipment replaced, including the vehicles that were affected. My workers have been sorted out. Even my production downtime has been covered. So it's all good. I have a meeting to attend to, so I have to get going. Sorry about that.
Which insurance company did you mention?
Serene Insurance, the new face of insurance, a member of First Sky Group.
Welcome back. Coming up next are local news and activities happening within the port and maritime industry, including some good news for GOIL, our proud sponsor, which has just announced a profit of over 1 million Ghana cedis in the 2019 fiscal year. The board of directors and management of Ghana's leading and largest oil marketing company, GOIL Company Limited, have announced a significant growth of the company's financial performance in the previous fiscal year of 2019 and have assured a formidable and sustainable growth in its future performance and outlook through its being listed for divestiture to the biggest oil marketing company in Ghana. At the 51st annual general meeting of Ghana's oil marketing giant held at the Mövenpick Hotel in Accra, the chairman of the board of directors of GOIL, Kwamna Bartels, revealed that GOIL posted a profit after tax of 105.5 million Ghana cedi over the year 2019. He added that the company also improved its earnings per share from 0.209 Ghana cedi, and total assets of the company also increased from 1.345 billion cedis to 1.716 billion cedis within the same year.
The company has embarked on projects that have the potential to yield higher gains in the future. For this reason, the board has decided to retain a considerable amount of the earnings per share to help finance these projects.
The 51st GOIL AGM was held virtually for the participation of most of the company's stakeholders, with the objective to receive and consider reports of the directors and the auditors, as well as the financial statements of the company for the fiscal year ended December 31st, 2019, to declare a dividend for the same period, in addition to many internal affairs of the company. Kwamna Bartels projected that the company will strengthen its pursuit of the sale of non-traditional products to compensate for the falling demand in Super XP and Diesel XP amid the challenges presented by the COVID-19 pandemic.
Work started on the construction of 2 cylinder refilling plants, and these have started in earnest, and the company hopes to complete them by the year 2021.
Kwame Osei-Prempeh, the managing director of GOIL and group CEO, solicited renewed commitment from the shareholders of the company in order to enjoy the full benefits of the company's projects. He also expressed continued dedication to coming to the aid of governments and its agencies as part of efforts to contribute significantly to national development.
We at GOIL believe that we are serving this nation. GOIL is organized so that for us to be able to sleep, if the police and the military do not have the money, they need fuel to be able to move. So that you and I can sleep soundly, we cannot deny them.
The company also announced a change in name from GOIL Company Limited to GOIL Company Limited PLC, in compliance with the New Companies Act 2019, Act 992. Up next is some international port news.
The Master and Chief Officer of Wakasho, a grounded bulk carrier that split in two off Mauritius and caused an ecological disaster, have been arrested by local authorities. Japanese shipping companies Nagashiki Shipping and MOL, the ship's owner and charterer, confirmed on 18th August that the Mauritius police force arrested the 2 men on charges of jeopardizing the safety of navigation. Although the cause of the incident is still being investigated, unconfirmed reports emerged that the crew was celebrating a crew member's birthday and approached the Mauritius coastline as they were searching for a Wi-Fi signal. Wakasho ran aground on the coral reef off Point Destiny on 25th July with approximately 3,800 tons of very low sulfur fuel on board and 200 tons of diesel oil. At least 1,000 tons of fuel is believed to have leaked into the ocean. A Panama-flagged chemical tanker has been reportedly attacked by Somali pirates of the Horn of Africa. Maritime intelligence provider Dryad Global said the incident, which occurred 180 nautical miles southwest of Socotra, would be the first successful hijack in Somali waters since 2017. The vessel, identified as the 8,100 deadweight tonnage Aegon II, was allegedly hijacked by 6 armed pirates on 16th August 2020 after having suffered engine issues. Data provided by Vessel's Value shows that the vessel in question is Aegon II, built in 1994 and owned by Greece-based shipping company Aegon Shipping or Maritime.
Shadows of vessels that have berthed within the port, those at anchorage and those expected in the coming week, including the Bank of Ghana exchange rate next. Keep sending in your comments and Iron Port is ready to assist you. Here are a few of your comments. Comments. Augustine Anojeta says he is the Vice President of All Nigerian Community and asks, where can I have records or copy of this customs or gutter discussion from your studio? Augustine, you can watch the program on Facebook at the Iron Port Ghana page or on YouTube on the Iron Port account. Peter Alu has some praises for the Chief Revenue Officer of the Technical Services Bureau. He says, Mr. Akoto has done justice to the topic and I feel proud of him as a retired officer who was a teacher in the academy. Nak from Tema has a complaint for customs. Why do post entries have to go through all the process again, especially short collections where you need to pay and clear the goods the same day? Hello Nak. Customs says they would appropriately address your concerns. Kofi Japan from Tema says, has Nigeria ratified AFCFTA? Kofi, Nigeria is yet to ratify AFCFTA. That's it for today's episode. Thank you for watching Iron Port.